In the grand halls of ancient Israel, where power was worshipped and gods were feared, one woman rose to reign with an iron grip, and fell in flames. Jezebel, queen, seductress, villain, and legend. Some call her a cunning mastermind, others a ruthless tyrant. But all agree, she was unlike any queen before or after her. This is her story, her rise, her rule, and her brutal downfall. Jezebel was no ordinary princess. Born to King Ethbal of Sidon, she was raised in a world of wealth, influence, and, most importantly, power. But there was something else, a fire in her heart, a hunger for domination. She was not content to simply be married off like a pawn in a king's game. No, Jezebel would be the one who played the game. When she married Ahab, the king of Israel, it was more than a royal union. It was a conquest. Ahab, known for his military might, had a fatal flaw: he was weak-willed. And Jezebel? She was anything but weak. It didn't take long before the queen's influence spread like wildfire. Jezebel introduced the worship of Baal, the god of her homeland, to Israel, building temples and altars in his name. The people, once devoted to Yahweh, were torn between their old faith and this seductive new religion. But Jezebel was not content with mere persuasion, she wanted absolute control. With ruthless efficiency, she silenced anyone who dared oppose her, ordering the massacre of Yahweh's prophets. Those who spoke against her, they vanished. Israel was no longer just Ahab's kingdom, it was Jezebel's. But power breeds enemies. And Jezebel had made one in particular, the prophet Elijah. Elijah, a fearless prophet of Yahweh, challenged the very gods Jezebel worshipped. On Mount Carmel, he called for a divine showdown, Yahweh versus Baal. Fire from heaven rained down upon Elijah's altar, proving Yahweh's power. The people, once torn, turned against Baal. Jezebel's influence had been shaken, but she would not go down without a fight. When she learned Elijah had ordered the execution of Baal's priests, Jezebel's fury knew no bounds. She swore vengeance. Her threat was so terrifying that Elijah fled into the wilderness, fearing for his life. Even the mightiest prophet of Israel trembled before her wrath. But Jezebel had made a fatal miscalculation. She had declared war not just on Elijah, but on God himself. Years passed. Ahab died in battle. And though Jezebel's son took the throne, her enemies were growing stronger. A warrior named Jehu, once a general, was anointed by God to bring her reign to an end. As Jehu approached the city, Jezebel, ever the queen, refused to cower. She painted her face, adorned her crown, and stood defiantly at the palace window. If she was to die, she would do so with dignity. Who is on my side? Two palace eunuchs, once loyal to Jezebel, stepped forward, and did the unthinkable. She plummeted to the ground. Her body lay broken in the streets. And just as the prophet Elijah had foretold, dogs devoured her remains. Jezebel. Her name became a curse, a symbol of wickedness, idolatry, and ruthless ambition. But was she truly just a villain? Or was she a queen who refused to submit in a world ruled by men? One thing is certain, Jezebel's name has echoed through history for over 2,000 years. And whether you see her as a monster or a misunderstood ruler, you will never forget her story. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tale of power and betrayal, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more legendary stories from history. See you next time.